Hey everybody, what does a block of wood, a marble, and a ruler have in common? Well, right now this is how we're going to do what we call the black box lab. Now, just a little background. This has to do with both history of chemistry and atomic structure. Keep in mind that when the early chemists were determining the structure of an atom, they didn't have instruments powerful enough to see what an atom looked like. So they were stuck making what they call indirect observations. The gold foil experiment is a perfect example. They could see that the rays were being reflected as it went in to the atom, and that's indirectly observing what's going on, and then they could make conclusions based on those indirect observations. So we are going to use the tools that I just said, a ruler, a marble, in order to make indirect observations about a block of wood. So how is that all going to work? Well, let's take a look. So here we have our black box lab setup. Okay, underneath this bin that you're going to have that is labeled with a Greek letter epsilon, just so you know, I'm labeling all these bins. There's 5 of them. I've labeled them alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon. I don't know, just to be different. Okay, and so there's a block underneath this bin. Okay, the bin is actually above the table. So excuse me, and we can slide things underneath here. So here's the ruler, so I can take this ruler and you can see I can slide it in. But that's unfair. The ruler is actually its own thing, so you can slide it in this way. We don't want to actually determine the shape of anything by using the ruler. We're going to play early chemist. It's a bin because we can put it right in there. And so the early chemists, they took something that they knew about, so in this case a marble, and what we can do is we can take this marble and we can roll it, and it came out this other side. When it came out this other side, we now know that there's no block there. Okay, but if we move it slightly, now it came out the bottom. Okay, so there's all sorts of different things going on here, and what you're going to be doing is given a lot of time, well, maybe not even a lot of time, but you're going to be given some time to determine what object is under there, what shape is under there. Now, I will say that the shapes are fairly regular. They're all made out of wood. They're all fairly regular, which means there's not like any sort of inside curves or anything like that. They could be circular, they could be, partially circular and everything, but they are fairly regular shapes that can be easily described. At least I'm not trying to get you on that one. Okay? So you're going to have a few minutes and you bounce it in and it comes out over here, just so you know it came out over this way. And so as this marble comes in and bounces off, you are making indirect observations about what shape that object is underneath this. And in essence, you're pretending to be early chemists, except instead of with atoms, you're doing it with blocks of wood. So I'm hoping that you have a good time doing this, and the write-up form is right in the Schoology account. Have a great day.